Okay, the second half of this unit is all about the equivalence of fractions, decimals and percentages. And we're going to look at each of those conversions in turn. So we're going to start by converting decimals to fractions. So when we convert decimals to fractions, all we need to do is to write the decimal as a fraction of the smallest place value and then to simplify that fraction. So let's have a look. For example, I've got, for the first one, 0.12. I'm going to just write that in on my place value table. So there's my decimal point down here, 12. So 0.12. The smallest place value then is my hundredths. So here, counting back from there, I've got 12 out of 100. This is 12 hundredths. I now need to simplify that. So I can see they're both even. It's going to give me 6 out of 50. Again, I can see they're both even, so I can simplify it again. It's going to give me 3 out of 25. Okay, let's look at the next one, 0.305. Again, writing it on my place value table. The smallest place value is my thousandths. So here, I've got 305 over 1,000. Now, 305 ends in a 5, so that I know it must be divisible by 5. 1,000 ends in a 0, so it must also be divisible by 5. 5 into 305, well, 5 into 30 goes 6 times, 5 into 5 goes once. So it's going to be 61 over 200. I can't simplify that any further. The last one, 3.525. It's easiest here if we just take out 3. That's going to be my whole number part. So I can do that as 3 and 525 over 1,000. We're going to simplify my 525. Well, it's going to give me 3. If I divide both by 5, it's going to give me 105 over 200. I can actually simplify that further. The numerator ends in a 5, the denominator ends in a 0, so they're both divisible by 5. It's going to give me 3. 5 into 105, 5 into 10 goes twice, into 5 goes once, so it's 3 and 21 over 40. 3 and 21/40. Okay, take a moment just to write down those examples. Once you've done those, unpause the video and you can try some questions of your own. Okay, here are 12 questions. For the first 6 questions, they're all smaller than 1, so there's no mixed number part. Question 7 onwards, I would just take out the whole number and leave that as the whole part of the fraction. Okay, pause the video, have a go at the questions, and in a second you can have a look at the answers. Okay, so here are the solutions. Just make sure that when you're on to the last questions at the end, some which are quite complicated, you take out that whole number part and then you just need to worry about simplifying the fraction part. Give yourself a mark out of 12. If you need any more assistance on that topic, please take a look at Hegarty clip number 52. Well done.